Hey guys, it's your boy Paul Hauss of No Gimmicks, and if you're new here, I'm doing mixing and mastering tutorials as well as music production tutorials on genres such as dancehall, reggae, afrobeats and such. And also I'm posting a lot of instrumentals here. And if you're interested in topics like this, consider subscribing. In the last video, I showed you how to use effects for a big, huge vocal sound. Today, I'm showing you how to get a big vocal sound with compression. Therefore, I'm using a track by Cargo. It's on the Natural Feeling rhythm, and it's by Decision Music. It should be out by now. So go check it out if you like the rhythm and support the producer as well. So before I'm showing you which compression techniques I used for this specific track, let's have a listen, okay? Let's go.
You never know what you got, yeah. Good till it's gone. You never know what you found until you lose the one you love. Say if me can't get you, nobody else get you. And if me can't try you, not even rain can wet you. Me can't position you, nobody else set you. I just saw me stay from the first day me met you. You them girl is the suicide, yeah.
Okay, so let's hear the vocals in solo.
It's over. You never know what you got, yeah. Good till it's gone. You never know what you found.
So I'm going to mute all of those plugins, no effects, no compression, no EQ, and have a listen at the raw lead vocal part.
Say if me can't get you, nobody else get you. And if me can't dry you, not even rain can wet you. If me can't position you, nobody else set you. I just saw me stay from the first day me met you.
For this track, I used quite a bit compression to get a consistent sound overall. So there's nothing on the vocals, just a tiny bit of auto-tune, as you might hear. So for this vocal, first of all, I used a tape emulation to get a bit tape compression.
Say if me can't get you, nobody else get you. And if me can't dry you, not even rain can wet you. If me can't position you, nobody else set you. I just saw me stay from.
Very subtle. Then a favorite of mine, all-time favorite I should say, because it's pretty old, that plugin, but I still use it. It's the Vox by Waves. And you can see it's only compressing about 1 or 2 dB at most.
Say if me can't get you, nobody else get you. And if me can't dry you, not even rain can.
So this plugin has the ability to get the vocal right in front, so I still like it. And this is the only compression I put in directly onto the vocals. The other ones are just parallel. So let's continue with the next parallel chain. You can see here I used a sand for this parallel chain. And this is an 1176 with all buttons in, you can see here. So I really crush the vocals on specific parts on the parallel chain, and then I blend it into the original signal so that we have still the natural sound with a lot of dynamics, but with the help of the parallel chain it would get somewhat more consistent. Okay, so let's see how it sounds together with the parallel chain. Oh, before I forget, you might not be familiar with 1176, so just a quick hint for you. The attack is at its lowest and the release it's at the fastest, which means that the first transient that hits the compressor will not get compressed, but everything that comes after it, and using a fast release will make sure that the needle will jump right back. Okay, so let's hear it.
Say if me can't get you, nobody else get you. And if me can't dry you, not even rain can wet you. If me can't position you, nobody else set you. I just saw me stay from the first day me met you.
And what you could just see, the needle was jumping at 1 or 2 certain segments of the vocals. And through the help of the release time, the fast release, it was jumping right back. Okay. Next up, I have another parallel compressor, which I'm also using for the music part. You could just research the rear bus technique by Andrew Chaps, and you can find out more about this technique. Let's put in the other compressor as well, also parallel, but the ratio is just 2 here. And again here, slow attack, fast release, not at its fastest, but still fast. And let's hear it.
Say if me can't get you, nobody else get you. And if me can't dry you, not even rain can wet you. If me can't position you, nobody else set you. I just saw me stay from the first day me met you.
Okay, let's mute those parallel compressors.
Say if me can't get you, nobody else get you. And if me can't dry you, not even rain can wet you.
Okay, let's put it in again.
Say if me can't get you, nobody else get you. And if me can't dry you, not even rain can wet you. If me can't position you.
Okay, granted, there is also a loudness difference. You could also make up for it, which you, by the way, should do to not get fooled by loudness. But also what you could hear besides the loudness differences, but what you also would recognize that the vocal overall would come up to the front, not only the loud parts of the vocals, but also the more quiet parts of the vocals, which will be brought up by the compression, so that you would get a more consistent sound. Also use some volume automation for the vocals to have it even more consistent, but using those 3 compressors with tape compression, that's 4, you can already have a pretty consistent, fat, huge, right up to the front sound. Okay, so I hope that was interesting for you. In the next episode, I'm going to deal with EQ on vocals. So I will see you next week with another vocal mixing video. Until then, bye bye.